Good evening. They say behind every man is a good woman. Here at Beth Shalom, women are right alongside, and sometimes in front, leading the way.
We would like to call upon Lisa Fight and Helen Friedman, two outstanding women of Congregation Beth Shalom. Mazel tov to you both. Lester, for an amazing dinner chairman. The Sisterhood board decided to make you an honorary Sisterhood member. Mazel tov. What we forget? We forget.
Oh, wow.
Future Sisterhood president.
And some dinner chairman. During the course of the year, Beth Shalom Sisterhood has sponsored many successful events.
We want to thank all for participating in our successful events and making this donation possible to the Congregation Beth Shalom Sisterhood, Beth Shalom Building Fund. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you.
I love flowers, but I'll take a check anytime. I want to thank Judi and Suzanne for everything they do for our sisterhood and for what the sisterhood has done for the shul. They just handed me a check, or a facsimile of a check, for $10,000, which we really appreciate. And for those of you who might or might not remember, during the restoration that was done last winter, the Sisterhood, from their funds, donated $18,000 to help make that renovation happen. So we're very, very grateful for both. Thank you. Lester fortunately said all the thank yous. I don't have to, except he left out one person, himself. Lester did a tremendous amount of work on this dinner for months, back and forth, getting people I know as late as Friday afternoon to be here, notwithstanding that this is a sellout. Working with me on emails Friday afternoon as late as, what, 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. We were talking about the program and some things we had to do. He just does a tremendous job. He and Judi are just two wonderful people for this shul. They work for us for years, and I hope we all appreciate all that they have done for us, and hopefully we'll continue to do it. About 10 days ago, I started thinking what I was going to say tonight. I'm not going to do humor. Other people can do that. I can't. I'll come in third place, so I'll stick with the straight stuff. I'm sorry. My first inclination was to talk about our honorees, Lisa and Sheldon Fine. Two wonderful people, as you've heard, who've contributed to us in so many ways. Ben covered the Bikur Olam work, the Tomkei Shabbos work, the quiet work that we don't see. Sheldon is one of our gabbis, and our gabbi team led by Alan Heller. They're always out there to serve the community, and Lisa's also been the vice chairman of our board. I've also had the occasion to know both of them in their professional capacity, where they're just caring, dedicated, wonderful people. I was on the phone with Sheldon as late as about 3 o'clock Friday afternoon asking for a favor, which got done before he went home. So we are grateful for all the work you've done, and Lisa, for all you did for us and our family, and for my mother when she was alive. I'm very grateful. Thank you. I also, and here we go, want to talk about our Haham Live Award awardees. Can I get a high five on that? Okay, thank you. I went back briefly to my notes from when we dedicated the refurbished hall room upstairs, when I thanked Helen, Mary, and Neil, as well as Ari Barr, Jack Freiling, Aaron Schreiber, Michael Novick, and others for all their hard work during that period. And I did share some vignettes of some of the things that were done, and all I can say, great efforts produce great results, and we're very glad. But my second inclination, beyond our honorees, was to talk about my favorite subject as the president of this shul, and that's why I consider Beth Shalom to be a special place. And I will, having reduced it slightly, quote from something I said last Kol Nidre, because that's about the only time I get to deliver any serious remarks to a large group of our congregation. But on Kol Nidre night, when the building program was just about done, I asked the following question aloud. Why did we invest in this renovation, and why must we complete the job downstairs? Was it just for our improved aesthetics, a cosmetic retouching with no greater purpose? I think not. The answer, in my view, is the importance of the oneness of the Jewish community. Yes, we may daven in different minyanim, but we need to have a central focus, a beacon, a magnet that pulls us together and enables us to stay bonded together as Jews. I fear that if we become too isolated from each other in our davening and other Jewish rituals, then we run the risk of becoming tribal and splintered. This feeling and belief has been reinforced in the past few months as I've had to deal with personal illness. I was moved and gratified to hear from so many of our members, even some who I do not know all that well, who wish me well, tell me that I am included in their daily prayers, express their concern, and ask if there are ways they can help. About 10 o'clock last Saturday night, as I was working on these remarks, a member rang my doorbell and dropped off some freshly baked blueberry muffins. What a nice gesture. I was really moved. Yes, I believe Beth Shalom is special by providing not only a physical location to daven and a place for learning, but a place to serve as our own community within the larger community. As those of you know me, I don't quote the Gemara that well, and I don't like to. So instead, I'm going to quote something that's a little more on my level. That's the theme song from Cheers. And you may remember these words. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. That's how I feel about the shul. And I was sitting there wondering and pondering whether to speak at greater length about our honorees or greater length about how I feel about the shul. I realized that these two ideas fuse together. We are special because we have special people like our honorees who have worked for us in the past and will, please God, continue to do so in the future. People who do it for their personal satisfaction as well as for their need for community service. People who are modest, don't seek the limelight or honor, but nevertheless step up when asked. They follow in a long line of those who work for Beth Shalom. And in that spirit, as you exit the room this evening, I ask you to take a look at the wall on your left leading toward the washing stations. You'll see where we have just added a new plaque honoring those who contributed to the 2004 refurbishment and expansion of our main sanctuary, as well as necessary synagogue repairs, and to those leaders who directed that effort. So I hope all of you join me this evening in celebrating our shul and our honorees. We are the ones who should feel honored by having them in our midst. May we all continue to enjoy our blessings together for many years. Thank you.